Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As I just looked up at the screen, it says 1:11 on my clock. And I just have had such a beautiful morning and a series of really just synchronistic events and divinely guided connections. And I'm just riding this high of understanding and just feeling such grace and ease and just awe at the way that this journey unfolds. I just had a really beautiful session with someone that I was supposed to be doing a Reiki class with, and I was guided to I just got to check in with her though. There's more to it. I don't know that Reiki is right now for this part of her journey, and it unfolded in the most just obviously divinely guided, connective experience. It was just so beautiful, and she's just well on her way to being such a, as she already is, but understanding that she's such a bright shining light in this world. And as I say that, I realize that I'm meant to say those things to myself too, and I'm in the middle of that, the realization of my bright shining light, and the effect it has on the world. So me saying that out loud is not an easy thing for me. So the realization of that is really special, and yeah, I'm just saying it out loud right now. I have my music on, the Jack Johnson radio station on, and it's been a while since I listened to that kind of music, but the energy of that was brought in by a spirit that came in on that last session that I did too. So it's like a gift from him to us, and he's just like a really amazing soul that that already has made an impact on me just by channeling it for someone else and reading his energy for someone else. I'm guided to let you guys know that I'm offering recorded readings again. I had stopped doing them for a while, and I prefer to do one-on-one sessions because they're just so much more organic and you can extract so much more, and the personal one-on-one connection is really something that a lot of people need right now. So if you're wanting that kind of session, a one-on-one session, I was also guided to change the title of that on my website. It used to be an Ascension guidance session, but now it's called either Discover or Become Your Authentic Self session. And so it is a really powerful, organic extracting of who you really are underneath of whatever is stopping you from seeing who you are at whatever level you are at. And it's my mission, is my goal to empower you to be and to live in your authentic self as much as you possibly can, and help you to move through any barriers that stop you from doing that. Because who you are at your core, and the light that you shine from that place is so important in this world right now. And so it is my mission to get that out of you and have you be it all the time. And so if you're interested in that, that now is called the Become Your Authentic Self or Discover Your Authentic Self session. I am still also doing the recorded card reading. So if there's something that you're not quite ready to face person to person and one-on-one in a video chat like I do, there's still a message that's meant there for you, that when you book a card reading, a recorded card reading with me, you've placed your intention there that you want to see a piece of yourself. You want me to see a piece of yourself that you're unable to see, in order to really launch yourself forward. And so I'm really honored to be able to start offering those again. And so you can book that over on my website too. All the information for that is down in the box below. I have a couple of Reiki courses that are coming up. I have a master class at the end of this month if you're interested in that, the Holy Fire Reiki class. But other than that I feel like is the housekeeping stuff. Housekeeping. And this is the card that had come out just a little bit ago. I wasn't feeling the energy of this card. It came out and I was like, oh, okay, what does that have to do with? But that was really what it was. They were like, they want you to talk about this housekeeping stuff. bring things into balance, to bring it back into the center of this channel and me and my purpose and what I offer and how I can help you and the fact that I'm ready to help you and you are ready to receive whatever information it is that you need from me. They're reminding me about the Reiki too, the Reiki also, but Reiki 2, there's some of you that are ready for a Reiki level 2 class. If I'm not offering one of those right now, you can always request it and I will put one on the schedule for you. Reiki level 1, level 2, whatever it is. But there's Reiki energy present, holy fire Reiki energy present in this reading. I've already sent it. I've already set it in place. It just circulates through this. It's in my voice. It's in the cards as I show them to you. It's in my expression. It's in the music. So if you just set the intention to receive that for yourself, if you receive nothing else or no other resonance through the cards or in the reading, you at least have come here to receive that Reiki healing. And it's meant to put your mind and your heart at ease. That's what I'm hearing. So just set the intention to receive it, and it's yours. Okay, so what do we need to know first? I'm hearing the song that's on right now. It's standing out to me a little bit. Let me just listen. It's just building. It's just music right now. Echo, what song is this? Echo, what song is this? It's so funny. I can't hear the name of the song, and I'm sure I know. Oh, Clocks. That's why. I couldn't hear the name of the song. All I could hear was that it was Coldplay. But there's a message in that. There's a message in everything. There's a message in the fact that I couldn't hear the clock. The name of the song is Clocks. But I couldn't hear the clock. I couldn't hear the ticking. I couldn't hear the clock. All I could hear was the title. There's something in that. The first card that came out is Breathe. And this is the number 29, which breaks down to another number 11 card. Okay, and the time that I was just talking about, not hearing the clock. I have this breath work technique that I do. It's one of the recordings from a process called coherent breathing. And the recording is called Clock and Bell. And when I breathe, it's for 4 counts in, and then, and you hear the clock ticking for each one of those 4 counts. And then it gongs, and then you exhale for those 4 counts. And it's meant to balance your upper and your lower chakras, your feminine and your masculine energy. And it's really, really centering and takes you outside of time and brings you into this now moment. But doing that takes you outside of linear time, and it brings you into the space of your multidimensionality in doing that. So if that resonates for you guys, doing some kind of breath meditation and breath work is a really great way to, it feels like things are a little bit out of control and time is running away from you and you never have enough time on your hands and you never have time for yourself. Even taking just 10 minutes to do this kind of breath experience is slowing down the chaos that's around you and devoting that time to yourself and giving yourself that love is slowing down that chaos and aligning it with your greatest good. That's what it's doing, because you're committing to yourself and centering yourself in the middle of all that you are. Your deeply authentic self. At the end of the day, you are breath and you are the life-giving force that creates and drives the world around you. Okay? So that technique, I think, is going to be really amazing. Let's see, the stars really stand out in that, and that song, Look at the Stars, Look How They Shine for You, that had just come on just a couple of minutes ago. I was listening to it for myself. So there's a message in that for someone out there. All right, I'm just going to lay out a little bit of a spread. I'm also going to do an extended reading here at the end. So if you're resonating with this reading and you want to go more into detail with it afterwards, click the link below for the extended reading. All right, I'm just going to lay this out real quick. Give me just a minute. I'm just going to pause this while I lay it out. Okay, so I went ahead and just started to lay out a spread, and I'm using the Celtic Cross, and for those of you that read cards, there's a reason that I needed to point that out to you. And there's a message in this for building your confidence as a card reader and as an intuitive, and I was thinking, I've seen these videos before too, where if somebody starts the video with a spread already laid out, there are comments that people are like, well, you put the cards there, you picked out the cards and you put them in those positions in order to be able to read them for yourself, and there's that doubt in believing what the reader is saying. And there are those of you out there that have a hard time having confidence in yourself as a reader, and it's because of other people's doubt. It's because you're reading, okay, that's what it is. It's because you're reading for people who want you to convince them that it's real, to convince them that reading cards is legit, and that you're a psychic, and that kind of judgmental, like, prove it to me kind of thing. You're reading for those kinds of people because essentially you're trying to prove it to yourself. You don't believe in yourself enough that you have what it takes, or, whatever that means, or that you're interpreting things in the way that they should be interpreted, and you just haven't built your skills up. You just really haven't tuned into your intuition and done it enough, and in order to really just have confidence and let things flow and detach from any kind of outcome at all, you just say what you're getting, and wherever it lands is where it's supposed to land, and not receiving the feedback. So gaining your confidence as a reader is really important, and in doing that, you can't read for people who who are resistant to letting you in and are doubtful, or they're resistant. It's way too hard to get into their energy. It's not the fact that the messages are not right, or what you're saying isn't the right thing. It's really hard for you as a reader to read that energy and to know for sure that that's what it is, because it's really hard to get into. It's hard to receive that message because their energy is so closed off that you're grasping at straws to try to extract the message. When you have someone whose energy is open and they are coming to you because they were guided to you, and because they're open to receiving whatever the message is, it gives you the grace and the ease to just let things flow. Those are the kind of people that you need to read for. So just let them come to you, and if you put the word out there and someone is just, it's you saying, can I read cards for you? You're going to feel the response from them, read the response from them, and if they're just kind of like, I don't really know that I want my fortune told, or you can feel the resistance in them, don't read for them, okay? That's a message for people specifically. So I laid out half of it here in order to tune into the energy of like naysayers and things like that. But they had me stop at the fears card. So the fears card is like over here, right where my hand is. You can't see it. It's right here. I stopped here and it was like, what's the fear? What is the fear? I've never paused my video like that. I usually just lay out all of the cards. I just lay them out here. I take whatever time I need to. But then I landed on the fears card right here. And for some of you, that's the message for some of you, is that there's fear that you will be looked at as a fraud, or that people won't believe you, or whatever it is. So if you need help with that, if you really want to lean more into your gifts and your skills and your card reading, I just put up another service on there for personalized one-on-one card reading lessons. And I'm going to be doing workshops and everything with people in a group, but there are some of you that are way more comfortable just doing it one-on-one because being put on the spot in a group of people is a little bit intimidating. So if you want to work with me on building your gifts and learning how to read cards and all the little nuances of why can't I get a feel for what this card is right here, it's taken practice on my part to know that it's not because I'm not tuned into the energy, it's because my client's energy is really closed. And so that experience, they're guiding me to start passing that on to you guys and to help you. There's so many of you that come here that are wanting to really read for other people. They're wanting to read for themselves, but it's this real pull towards really finding the answers that they need and that they want in the cards. And you have this pull to help other people to do that too. So reading cards is it's so fun too. It really is very fun. And so you're wanting to lean into, I just love it. I just really love it. And I would love to have more confidence in doing it so that I don't feel sometimes so intimidated or whatever. I just want to have fun with it. So, if that interests you, go to my website and book a session and let's have fun and pull cards together and stuff like that. All right. So I'm going to lay out the rest of this. So that was the fears position. Fears, situations being seen, lucid dreams, possible outcome. I'm just listening to the song. Our name is our virtue. There's a name that they want me to listen for right now. It cannot wait. I'm yours. This is a message from someone's person, and for some of you, the name Grace stands out. So that may be the sky is yours. So this is another way that I read energy. Obviously, the music is standing out to me, and so I'm just boom, 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 boom. There's a card over here that says something about grace, so I'm reading that. Just reading the energy that's guiding me to, it's a name, it's a specific name. I gotta press pause. Echo, pause. I'm just gonna listen real quick for what the name is. For some of you, the name Grace resonates. I hear Thomas. I hear Rose. I hear Michael. I hear Xander. The name Xander. That's an interesting name. Xavier. I hear Lloyd, which is my person's name. Melissa. Pierce. So it could be the name Pierce, or it could be the word Pierce. Pierce me. Could be that some of you are tattoo artists, someone is a tattoo artist. So all of those things are meant to resonate and to draw you guys in. It feels like this. Those are going to be examined more in the extended reading. They have messages, or they're drawing you in to let you know that there are messages for you. Maybe not necessarily from them specifically, but they're drawing you to it because there's something in it for you that you need to know. Carol, I hear Carol. Jonathan. And I think that's it. I think those are all the ones that I hear. Okay. So the current energy is here. It's like the Christ energy. This is about beauty in the pain. Some of you are in some pain right now. There's this like sacrificial lamb kind of energy, but it's like you're self It's like self-sacrifice. You're giving too much to other people and you're sacrificing your own needs. For some of you, it's like you work way too much, and of course you do because your job requires you to work and you're not getting enough time outside, but it's really at the detriment to you. There's some kind of vacation that you're supposed to take. There's some kind of exploration that you're supposed to do because it's what you need to move forward. You're trying to push your way forward. You're trying to work a whole lot, and you're not getting anywhere. You're like spinning your wheels because of this the simple fact that you are not getting out into nature enough. And you're not tapping into the element of earth within you and drawing off the power of earth. It also means that some of you are grid workers, some of you are earth workers, and if you're being led to a certain place, whether you know the reason or not, just go. Just go. Even if you have a whole list of other things you're supposed to be doing. Even if it's like, yeah, but I got to get this done first and I got to get this done first. Follow your instinct and just drive to that place, because all of those other things that you need to take care of will be taken care of, but there is something in the land that's drawing you to this place in order to help facilitate checking those things off the list in a way more easy, less stressful way. Follow your guidance, okay? If you need more information on that too, get in touch with me. I can help you to understand what grid work is and what earth work is and stuff like that. Okay, it feels like for some of you, you did that. You've recently taken a trip. There is some kind of get-together. The last time you took a trip, there was like something bad happened or something came up when you were there that has scared you. They want you to go back to not necessarily the scene of the crime, but they want you to go back to that place. Let yourself be guided back there. It's like, oh, there's such bad memories back there. I really don't want to go there. You're being guided there to find peace in the situation. There's something there that you need to release. When you get there, you're going to have this, it's like a religious experience almost. Jesus is like, yeah. There's a religious experience that's going to happen, and you're going to have a release where it's just like this mourning comes through you. In that house, in my childhood home, I experienced such pain and such abuse, and when you get to that place, you're able to unleash these emotions that help to free you. That's waiting to come out. So don't resist it. Don't stop yourself from going to this location because of the fear of it. Go back through it, walk through it, allow it to come up, and breathe your way through it, and just allow. Have grace in the situation. You're being guided to that place. Okay? Just recently, there's been some, like, clearly a storm has come through you, and this anger keeps being stirred up. Just recently, you had an outburst. Just recently, you had like you had an argument, or there was some anger that came out for you, and it came out of nowhere, and you're not sure why. It's in connection with this experience that you went through. It's in connection with what it is that you need to release. And the anger is the resistance against allowing that emotion to come through. There's real pain connected to this abuse or this trauma or whatever it was for you. For some of you, you don't know what the experience was. For some of you, you don't know why you're so angry. Going back to your childhood home or whatever location this is that I'm talking about is going to help it's going to like stir up memories for you so that you can release it. But you have to, the anger is resisting allowing that to come up. You're angry at yourself for not being able to move forward. You're angry at yourself for not being able to work harder, or Why can't I make more money? I'm doing all of this hard work, and all of that is a distraction from what it is that's trying to be released. But it feels like whatever this anger was that just came out was kind of the last straw. It was the last straw. It's time for you to go back to this place. Guarding this entire situation. This is the crowning thought, is that you are guided by unconditional love. This is learning how to love yourself in a really powerful spiritual way. That's what it's like this quest. It's like I'm guiding you on a quest. You need to go on this quest and find this is a really important part of yourself that you are going to be retrieving. And tapping into the connection of the Divine Mother. For some of you, this has to do with a church. This is about going back to church and releasing your resentment of that. Finding church within yourself. This is coming up soon. There's a statue. I see a statue also back in this place, back in this childhood home or wherever it is that I'm talking about, whatever resonates for you. It feels like there's one of those statues of the Madonna or Mother Mary or something like that. That's specific for some people. Or you remember driving by this place where there was a statue in the window, or there was an antique shop there that had a Mother Mary statue in it. There's something in connection with this. I have a feeling you're going to know what that is. But following your guidance, this is one of the clues of where it is that you need to go. There was some kind of Mother Mary reference. For me, I'm seeing a statue, but for others of you, it could also just be that your neighbor's name was Mary, or the lady at the store's name was Mary, or something like that. Tune into your intuition and see how it applies for you. There's a fear of feminine energy. There's a fear of your intuition. There's a fear of what might come up when you go to this place. Just remember that this is meant for your growth. This is meant to help you to love yourself, and you are fully protected the entire time. You are being guided to, you're being guided to unconditional love too. So it feels to me like for some of you, this is leading you to a partner. This is leading you to unconditional love. So, and this partner is representing and emanating feminine energy. So you're being guided towards a partner, it feels like. But there's fear in that because it's very soft, it's a very comforting, it's a very loving energy. And for some of you, there's a fear in tapping into and your feminine side, your emotions. You're afraid of your emotions. So it's not just about a feminine energy, another person. You're afraid of the emotions connected to this. You're afraid of revealing your emotions because you've always been told to keep them at bay and don't express this and don't express that. The anger is what helps to suppress the true emotions underneath. But the yin is the feminine energy and it represents intuition. But your intuition is guiding you. So it's like, but you're afraid. There's some emotions that you're afraid of. So how we're viewing the situation, this is the masculine energy in you is witnessing and is waiting for these emotions to come up so that he can create action, so that you can move forward. The way to move forward, masculine is very action oriented. The way to move forward is to really face these fears and accept and allow the emotions to come through. For some of you, it leads you to your masculine energy. So again, with this religion, this religious experience, for some of you, this is about making peace with the church. For some of you, it's about removing religious programming. Echo, resume play. For some of you, it's like I just smell the incense in a church. You've had dreams about the smell of that incense in church, and I don't know. There's something about that for sure. This is the hopes and dreams position in this spread. Finding my religion. That's what I just said, or just heard. It's about finding the hope is, with all of that, the hope is that you find what religion means to you and what spirituality means to you. Finding my religion. Look up the lyrics for that song too, if that resonates with you. It's about creating your own religion and recognizing what church is to you. How do you worship a higher power? Worshipping a higher power it starts with self-love. It's about worshiping yourself and not sabotaging yourself by putting others first all the time. You are the religion. You worship yourself and show yourself love and take care of yourself. And that leads to connection with your source and your creator and all the people around you. And it draws in all the connections that are meant for you in your life. Church is about spending that time, taking that time, like I was talking about with this card here, taking that time to really honor who you are in this body, in this consciousness. And the religion is you finding yourself. Everybody, you need Jesus in your life. And essentially that's what Jesus is telling you, is that he's inside of you. So you find yourself and you extract the depth of the power of source and that thing that Jesus embodied. That's what he wants you to look for inside of you. Make yourself the religion. Celebration and wish you were here. Sitting around feeling far away. There are some of you that are needing to connect with when you go on this trip. For some of you, it's a long distance trip. When you get there, you are going to feel really the most religious experience you've ever felt before in your life. When you're able to release this, when you're able to move through it, it is going to be the most profound experience of your life. Okay? Period. Period. End of sentence. All right. If you guys are interested and you want to keep going, click on the link below for the extended reading. We're going to dig into a little bit more. If you resonated with any of those names that came up that I said, definitely make sure that you check that out. And I just had to jump back on here real quick and say that when I stopped the video for the extended reading, the time was 222. So if that number means anything to you guys, you may want to go over and watch the extended reading. This is a little bit of what was revealed in it. So I just had to jump back on and talk about that. Love you. Not moving on. If you got it this far in the video, I want you to go ahead and put 3 sunshine emojis down in the comments, and I will pull a couple of cards for just a couple of people in there right in the comments, just to let you know that I see you, and thank you for hanging in there with me, and I love you. And yeah, talk to you guys soon.